first nationally sold battery electric vehicle from Toyota. Available in 2 grades, this stylish and advanced SUV boasts the latest technologies.
In a move no one saw coming, Toyota just dropped a bombshell on the electric vehicle market, and Tesla felt it hard. Introducing a new electric SUV priced at just $13,000, Toyota's BZ3X isn't just affordable. It's an EV that redefines what consumers can expect. What's the catch? It's not just cheap. It's loaded with cutting-edge tech, luxury features, and enough space to make Tesla's Model Y look overpriced. This isn't just a car, it's a game changer. So, what does this mean for Tesla, the industry, and the future of electric vehicles? Stick with us, because what Toyota did here could change everything. The business move that's bleeding billions, on purpose. When Toyota announced the launch of its new electric vehicle, the BZ3X, priced at just $13,000, the automotive world did more than just take notice. It was sent into a frenzy. On paper, this seemed like a bargain too good to be true, and for good reason. How could a full-size electric SUV, loaded with tech and luxury features, be priced so low? Industry experts expected it to be a stripped-down, budget model, a far cry from Toyota's reputation for delivering quality, reliable vehicles. But the reality was far more shocking than anyone anticipated. What Toyota had done was simple, yet brilliant. The BZ3X wasn't just a cheap EV, it was a Trojan horse, a well-calculated weapon in a war for the future of mobility. But this move wasn't about making a quick profit. Toyota wasn't in the business of selling cars for $13,000 as a long-term strategy. It was, however, a deliberate, strategic maneuver designed to destabilize the competition, and more specifically, to target Tesla. At first glance, it appeared as though Toyota had lost its mind. The price tag didn't add up. Surely this wasn't sustainable. After all, who could afford to sell an SUV at a loss? But as industry analysts dug into the numbers, it became clear. Toyota was not just playing the price game, they were playing the long game. Every single BZ3X was being sold at a loss. This was not an accident. It was an intentional strategy designed to reshape the entire automotive market. Toyota's decision to sell the BZ3X at a loss was a deliberate move. While outsiders may have seen this as reckless or irresponsible, within Toyota's boardrooms, it was a calculated, strategic assault on the electric vehicle market. In fact, this move mirrored strategies used by tech giants in other industries. Companies like Amazon, Uber, and Netflix all lost billions in their early years to capture market share. They sacrificed short-term profits to build a customer base, and in doing so, they changed the game in their respective industries. Toyota was doing the same thing, but instead of competing for consumers in tech or entertainment, it was gunning for the very future of mobility. The impact of this move was immediate and overwhelming. The BZ3X wasn't just a car, it was a statement that electric vehicles didn't have to be reserved for the rich or the tech elite. By introducing an affordable EV with luxury features, Toyota shattered the illusion that electric vehicles were out of reach for everyday consumers. It was a revolutionary step in making electric cars mainstream. And it hit Tesla where it hurt the most, in its brand identity. Tesla had spent years cultivating a premium brand. They weren't just selling electric vehicles, they were selling status. A Tesla was a symbol of success, innovation, and a forward-thinking mindset. But with Toyota's price point, that carefully crafted image began to unravel. Suddenly, consumers weren't just choosing between electric cars, they were choosing between the idea of electric cars and the reality of what was being offered. And for many, the BZ3X offered far more than just an affordable price tag. It offered a better deal, with features that made Tesla's offerings look overpriced and outdated. Toyota wasn't just selling a car, they were selling a revolution. The BZ3X wasn't the end of the road for Tesla, but it was the beginning of a massive shift in the EV market. And for Tesla, that meant fighting back or facing the consequences. How Toyota made a budget EV that doesn't feel cheap. When news of Toyota's new BZ3X broke, the reaction was overwhelmingly positive. At first, anyway. People couldn't believe that a full-size electric SUV could be priced so low, yet still pack in features that, in many cases, surpassed what other EV manufacturers were offering. It wasn't just the price, it was the tech. Toyota had somehow managed to develop a budget EV that didn't feel like a budget car. So how did they do it? The answer lies in 3 key factors that Toyota expertly leveraged: strategic partnerships, innovative battery technology, and unmatched manufacturing efficiency. First, Toyota partnered with Guangzhou Automobile Group, a Chinese manufacturing powerhouse that specializes in high-volume production at incredibly low costs. By tapping into this partnership, Toyota was able to avoid the massive upfront costs that come with in-house development. This allowed them to create an EV that was affordable without compromising on quality. The partnership gave Toyota access to one of the fastest and most efficient manufacturing pipelines in the world, making the BZ3X not only affordable, but also fast to produce at scale. Second, Toyota made a critical decision to ditch the expensive lithium-ion batteries used by most electric vehicles and opted for lithium iron phosphate, LFP batteries instead. The change in battery chemistry had a huge impact. LFP batteries are not only cheaper to produce but also more stable and durable over time, meaning Toyota could pass those savings on to consumers without sacrificing performance or safety. The move to LFP batteries saved thousands of dollars per unit, which Toyota then reinvested into features that mattered, like an advanced touchscreen display, premium audio systems, and cutting-edge safety tech. Finally, Toyota's manufacturing scale played a massive role in making the BZ3X affordable. The company has decades of experience in optimizing production efficiency and supply chain management. Toyota's factories are some of the most streamlined in the world, with each process carefully honed over time to minimize waste and maximize output. Every dollar saved in production costs was reinvested into the consumer experience, ensuring that the BZ3X didn't just meet expectations, it exceeded them. For consumers, this meant a car that was affordable without feeling cheap. Inside the BZ3X, features like a 14 6/10-inch touchscreen, digital displays, and an 11-speaker premium audio system came standard. Features that, until now, were often reserved for luxury vehicles with far higher price tags. Toyota had redefined what it meant to be a budget electric vehicle, and in doing so, they turned the industry upside down. How will Tesla respond to Toyota's shocking move? Will they slash prices and risk hemorrhaging profits? Or will they double down on their premium branding and watch as Toyota takes over the EV market, the day Elon's pricing power died? In the blink of an eye, Toyota's introduction of the $13,000 BZ3X shattered everything Tesla had worked to build over the past decade. Tesla didn't just sell cars, it sold a premium experience, a status symbol that was worth every penny. Buyers didn't just invest in an electric vehicle, they invested in the future. But the problem? Toyota's move exposed a brutal truth. Tesla's high pricing wasn't justified by performance alone. It was a product of high margins, premium branding, and narrow market focus. As soon as the BZ3X was announced, it felt like the ground shifted beneath Tesla. The BZ3X wasn't just a competitor, it was a direct assault on Tesla's empire. For years, Tesla had been able to price its vehicles high, particularly the Model Y, by promising superior range, tech, and design. But now, Toyota's EV didn't just match those expectations, it undercut them by a staggering margin. Suddenly, consumers started asking themselves a simple question. Why should I pay triple for a Model Y when the BZ3X offers more at a fraction of the cost? This wasn't just about a cheap price tag. The bZ3X redefined what an affordable electric vehicle could be. It wasn't a compromise, it was a revolution. Toyota had created a full-size SUV with cutting-edge features, ample space, and a driving experience that felt anything but cheap. It was everything the average consumer wanted from an EV, but at a price that made Tesla's Model Y seem like a distant luxury. The immediate reaction was as swift as it was overwhelming. Consumers flocked to dealerships, eager to see what all the buzz was about. Tesla's forums were filled with panic-stricken owners questioning whether they'd overpaid for their vehicles. In a matter of days, Toyota had completely obliterated the myth that electric vehicles were only for the tech elite and the wealthy. With its massive $13,000 price tag, Toyota had opened the door to a new generation of electric vehicle buyers, those who had previously been priced out of the market, or who were simply skeptical of paying high premiums for a car that was meant to be eco-friendly, not a status symbol. For Tesla, the consequences were severe. With every unit of the bZ3X sold, the pricing power Tesla once held over the EV market diminished. Tesla's margin-heavy model, which had worked so well when there were few competitors, suddenly became a liability. The company was caught in a deadly game of pricing chicken, and its options were bleak. Tesla could slash prices to stay competitive, but that would mean sacrificing its profit margins and risking long-term financial instability. Or Tesla could maintain its premium pricing and watch as consumers shifted to Toyota's more affordable offering. This decision didn't just affect the Model Y, it threatened Tesla's entire brand. For years, Tesla had successfully positioned itself as a futuristic, high-tech alternative to traditional vehicles. The company's strength was its narrative. It wasn't just a car, it was an experience. Consumers who purchased a Tesla were buying into the idea of being part of the future, a future where they'd be driving a sleek, innovative electric vehicle that would change the world. That narrative, however, collapsed the moment Toyota offered the same tech, the same range, and in some cases, better features, all at a fraction of the price. This was the moment when Tesla's greatest strength became its biggest weakness. The company had made an empire out of its exclusivity, its premium offerings. But now, with the bZ3X offering the same benefits at an unbeatable price, consumers began questioning why they were paying more for less. The illusion that electric vehicles had to be expensive was destroyed in a single move, and Tesla was left scrambling to find a way to respond. And the pressure didn't stop with Tesla. The entire electric vehicle market was reeling from Toyota's bold pricing strategy. Every automaker that had positioned itself in the mid to high-end EV market suddenly found itself exposed. Companies like Ford, General Motors, and even luxury brands like Audi and Mercedes-Benz, who had been focusing on premium EVs, now had to contend with the fact that Toyota had reset the price expectation for electric vehicles. At the same time, Tesla's competitors began circling. Legacy automakers, who had been slow to enter the EV space, now saw an opportunity to accelerate their own electric vehicle plans. Volkswagen, Hyundai, and even luxury brands like BMW began making aggressive moves to launch more affordable, high-quality electric vehicles. The pressure on Tesla was mounting from all sides, and the company had few options to defend itself. Tesla's next move was critical. Could it continue to push the envelope with high-end branding, or would it have to capitulate to the new market realities and slash its prices? As of now, the future didn't look promising for the company that once led the charge on electric vehicles. The bZ3X had shown the world that electric cars could be affordable, functional, and desirable, all at the same time. As Tesla scrambles to adapt, the question remains: can it survive this price war, or has Toyota set the stage for a complete market takeover? With competitors closing in and the rules of the game forever changed, what will Tesla do next? Tesla's factory empire can't survive this price war. Tesla's factory empire, once the shining example of innovation and efficiency, is now facing a critical vulnerability that could cost Elon Musk and the company dearly. When Elon Musk built Tesla's global network of manufacturing plants, he didn't just want to disrupt the auto industry, he wanted to completely reinvent it. The factories were optimized for vertical integration. Everything from battery production to assembly was tightly controlled and done in-house. At the time, this strategy was revolutionary. It allowed Tesla to push the envelope on cutting-edge technology and design while maintaining full control over the manufacturing process. But as the market has shifted, Tesla's rigid factory model has become an Achilles heel that is slowly crumbling under the weight of competition. Toyota's arrival with the $13,000 bZ3X wasn't just a blow to Tesla's pricing power. It was a direct challenge to Tesla's entire business model. Tesla's factory system, which was once a major strength, is now a significant liability. Why? Because Toyota's approach is the exact opposite of Tesla's: flexible, scalable, and capable of quickly adjusting to market needs. Toyota can partner with other manufacturers, like the Guangzhou Automobile Group in China, and scale up production rapidly without bearing the full brunt of the associated costs. Tesla, on the other hand, has built an empire around the idea that its factories are a fortress of innovation, where every part of the vehicle is made under its own roof. This system, while efficient in many ways, makes it incredibly hard to pivot when the market demands it, especially when competitors like Toyota can quickly ramp up production using cost-effective partnerships. At its core, Tesla's vertical integration strategy worked when the company was focused on premium vehicles for a niche market. But as the demand for affordable electric vehicles skyrockets, Tesla's rigid manufacturing model is starting to show cracks. Each of Tesla's factories is specialized and optimized for high-end models, with intricate supply chains and labor systems tailored to specific vehicle lines. Tesla can't just snap its fingers and turn the Model Y into a budget vehicle without overhauling entire production systems. It would require massive investment, time, and energy to reconfigure its factories to handle low-cost models at scale. And with Toyota already making strides in the mass-market EV sector, Tesla's factory system now feels like an expensive luxury it can't afford. Tesla's strength has always been its ability to innovate, but that innovation has come with a price. The company's high-margin business model, heavily reliant on premium-priced vehicles, means that it's more vulnerable to price cuts from competitors like Toyota. Every time Toyota drops the price of the bZ3X or another vehicle in its lineup, Tesla's ability to compete without sacrificing margins becomes even more limited. This is a problem Toyota doesn't face. With its scalable, cost-effective production system, Toyota can take a loss on individual units and still maintain its profitability. Tesla, in contrast, has less room to maneuver. If it slashes prices to compete with Toyota, it risks undermining the entire foundation of its operation. The question now isn't whether Tesla can continue with its current production strategy. It's whether Tesla can evolve quickly enough to keep up with a market that's rapidly shifting toward affordable electric vehicles. Toyota's move has upended the entire playing field, and Tesla's factory system, once its greatest asset, is now threatening to collapse under the pressure. The reality is that Tesla's factories were never designed for mass-market electric vehicles. They were designed for premium cars with high margins, vehicles that appeal to a specific tech-savvy audience willing to pay a premium for cutting-edge technology. The bZ3X, on the other hand, appeals to a much broader audience, including people who never considered an electric vehicle before. For these buyers, price matters, and Toyota's pricing strategy has made it clear that affordability can go hand in hand with quality. As the pressure mounts, Tesla faces three grim options. It can reduce its prices, potentially sacrificing its margins and long-term profitability. It can stick to its premium status, but risk losing market share to more affordable, competitive EVs like Toyota's bZ3X. Or it can attempt to pivot and adopt a production model more aligned with mass market demands, something that could take years to implement, especially given the existing limitations of its factory network. Meanwhile, other competitors are watching the battle unfold, preparing to launch their own cost-effective electric vehicles. Volkswagen, with its vast resources and global reach, is already making a play for the affordable EV market. Ford and GM are also ramping up their electric vehicle offerings, and even new players like BYD are continuing to make waves in the industry. Tesla's factory system, once a major differentiator, now puts the company at a disadvantage. While Tesla is locked into its existing production methods, other automakers have the flexibility to quickly adapt to new market conditions. And there's another factor Tesla must consider: consumer expectations. The days when Tesla could justify its high prices with exclusive tech, superior range, and sleek design are fading. With Toyota offering an EV with similar tech features, comparable range, and a more competitive price point, consumers are starting to question whether Tesla's premium pricing is worth it. Tesla has spent years building its brand around innovation, but with Toyota now offering an alternative that doesn't compromise on tech or affordability, the narrative is changing. Tesla's factories were once the symbol of innovation and control, but now they could be the company's biggest liability. Can Tesla evolve fast enough to survive, or will its factory empire crumble under the weight of its own success? Tesla's factory empire can't survive this price war. For decades, Tesla has been the disruptor in the automotive world. From its sleek designs to its groundbreaking battery technology, Elon Musk built an empire that defied convention, redefined expectations, and ultimately led the charge in transforming the automotive industry. The company's vertical integration model, where every part, from batteries to body panels, was made in-house, was hailed as the key to Tesla's success. But now, in the wake of Toyota's bold move with the $13,000 BZ3X, that same model is starting to show cracks. What once seemed like an innovative, cost-saving approach is now becoming a major vulnerability. Toyota's flexible, partnership-driven manufacturing strategy has exposed just how rigid and expensive Tesla's factory system is in comparison. Let's break it down. Tesla's factories are optimized for high-end, premium-priced vehicles. Every single part is built with precision, often from scratch, and the company takes on a significant portion of the cost. This model worked well when the demand for electric vehicles was small, and the premium market was the focus. However, Toyota's pricing move, alongside its ability to work with partners like Guangzhou Automobile Group and other cost-effective suppliers, has shifted the entire market. Tesla's factory system now is a double-edged sword. On one hand, its vertical integration allowed the company to control every aspect of the manufacturing process, resulting in tightly optimized products. On the other, that same control makes it nearly impossible for Tesla to pivot quickly and introduce affordable, mass-market vehicles without overhauling its entire infrastructure. Every Tesla factory is specialized, and switching production lines to create a low-cost model would require massive retooling. Not only would this be expensive, but it would also slow down production, delay new product releases, and strain an already stretched supply chain. Contrast this with Toyota's approach. By partnering with companies like Guangzhou Automobile Group and leveraging its decades of experience in mass-market production, Toyota can ramp up its EV production without the high upfront costs of retooling factories. It's a flexible, scalable system that allows Toyota to enter the EV market aggressively while maintaining a low cost per unit. For Tesla, this flexibility is precisely the kind of advantage it no longer has. Tesla's reliance on high margins and premium pricing is now under direct attack by Toyota's affordable BZ3X. Toyota isn't just offering a cheaper car, it's offering more space, more tech, and the same range at a price that makes Tesla's offerings seem overpriced. As consumers start to realize that they can get more for less, Tesla's reputation as the go-to EV brand for innovation and quality is being tested like never before. Tesla's ability to innovate is still its greatest strength, but innovation alone can't save a company when its pricing model is no longer sustainable. What Tesla has failed to account for is that consumers no longer have to choose between cutting-edge technology and affordability. Toyota has delivered the best of both worlds in a single package. And that leaves Tesla struggling to catch up. The Supercharger monopoly is ending, and Elon can't stop it. Tesla's Supercharger network has long been its crown jewel. When Elon Musk first launched the Supercharger system, it wasn't just a convenience, it was a strategic move. Tesla drivers could rest easy, knowing they could travel cross-country without worrying about charging infrastructure. Other electric vehicle manufacturers had no choice but to either partner with Tesla or scramble to create their own charging systems. But that advantage is quickly fading. Governments in North America and Europe are moving toward universal charging standards, meaning that soon all electric vehicles, regardless of brand, will be able to use any fast charging station. Tesla's monopoly on fast charging is vanishing, and other automakers are catching up. What's more, Toyota is strategically partnering with existing charging networks, expanding its reach without having to build the infrastructure from scratch. As Tesla's exclusive edge in charging technology erodes, the company's once mighty Supercharger network is no longer the competitive advantage it once was. While Tesla's charging network was a major selling point for its cars, it now faces serious competition from other companies who have recognized the growing need for universal and accessible charging stations. Toyota's strategy of using existing infrastructure allows it to scale quickly without the burden of creating a proprietary charging network. Tesla, on the other hand, is watching its advantage slip through its fingers, just as it faces increased pressure from rivals on the vehicle pricing front. The future of Tesla's dominance in the EV market is no longer just about the cars themselves. It's about the charging infrastructure that powers them. As the world moves toward more open, standardized charging options, Tesla can no longer rely on its Supercharger system to justify its premium pricing. In fact, Toyota's decision to partner with existing networks could make the Supercharger network seem like a niche feature rather than the global advantage Tesla once believed it was. Tesla is caught between a rock and a hard place. It can't afford to keep its premium pricing and maintain its edge. But it also can't afford to sacrifice its profit margins by slashing prices to compete with Toyota. The result? A vulnerable company that is facing unprecedented challenges from an automaker that's made the impossible look easy. What happens next for Tesla? Can it innovate fast enough to survive this price war? Or will Toyota's new affordable EV completely transform the EV market? With competition closing in from all sides, the clock is ticking for Elon Musk. The three-front war. As Toyota's $13,000 bZ3X disrupts the market, Tesla is not only under siege from one rival, but from three formidable competitors: BYD, Volkswagen, and now Toyota. While Elon Musk and Tesla once stood alone as the undisputed leaders in the electric vehicle industry, their position is now precarious, with competitors circling like sharks. First, let's talk about BYD, the Chinese electric vehicle giant. For years, BYD was seen as a challenger, a company that might disrupt the market, but was still a step behind Tesla in terms of technology and reputation. But Toyota's move has caused the winds to shift. BYD, which has already dominated China's electric vehicle market, now finds itself under pressure. Toyota's pricing power has put BYD on the defensive. For years, BYD leveraged its cost-effective batteries and high-volume production to keep prices low, winning customers in China and other developing regions. But Toyota's bZ3X offers the same pricing advantage without the perceived compromises that BYD's models sometimes suffer. Now, buyers who once swore by BYD are rethinking their options, and the company is scrambling to respond. BYD's executives are in crisis mode. They've enjoyed massive success in their home market, but Toyota's global presence and ability to tap into economies of scale are forcing BYD to rethink its entire strategy. Can it keep pushing forward with the same model, or will it have to slash prices and risk eroding the very profits it has worked so hard to build? The company's leaders are under immense pressure to innovate faster and stay ahead of Toyota, but their cost-cutting advantage is suddenly less impressive when faced with Toyota's financial firepower and manufacturing scale. BYD isn't just worried about losing its market share, it's worried about losing its crown as the king of affordable EVs. Then there's Volkswagen, a company that has been quietly making its move into the electric vehicle market. With its established brand, deep pockets, and vast infrastructure, Volkswagen could prove to be Tesla's biggest threat in Europe and now globally. While Tesla has dominated the EV market in the US, Volkswagen is taking a different approach. Its strategy isn't just about affordability, it's about brand recognition, customer loyalty, and building upon its decades of manufacturing excellence. Volkswagen is converting its existing plants and dealer networks to produce electric vehicles at scale, using its long-standing reputation for reliability and affordability to lure consumers who have been hesitant about jumping on the Tesla bandwagon. As Volkswagen ramps up its electric offerings, including the ID. 3 and ID. 4, it is poised to challenge Tesla head-to-head. The difference? Volkswagen isn't trying to reinvent the wheel. Instead, it's leveraging its existing customer base and infrastructure to transition into electric vehicles without the same massive financial risk that Tesla has taken on. Tesla, for all its innovation, is now facing an uphill battle. It's a premium brand in a market that's shifting toward affordability, and Volkswagen is already making strides to dominate this new market segment. But it's Toyota, the company best known for its reliability and conservative approach to change, that has most stunned the industry with its bold pricing and rapid deployment of mass-market electric vehicles. Toyota has suddenly become the aggressor, and it's no longer just the automaker of choice for middle-class families who value practicality and efficiency. Toyota is now the company that's redefined what it means to be an electric vehicle leader. What Toyota's done is remarkable. While Tesla's approach was to cater to the premium segment with high margins and low volume, Toyota has crafted a strategy around mass-market affordability. By leveraging its partnership with Guangzhou Automobile Group, Toyota can scale up production in a way that Tesla simply can't match. It doesn't rely on a single, vertically integrated production model. Instead, Toyota uses partnerships, efficient supply chains, and economies of scale to keep costs low, ensuring that it can flood the market with affordable electric vehicles faster than anyone else. For Tesla, this sudden shift by Toyota is nothing short of catastrophic. The premium pricing that Tesla once relied on is now its greatest weakness. Competitors like Toyota are offering better value for less, and it's making consumers question whether the high price of a Tesla is still justified. It's a tough pill to swallow for Elon Musk, who built Tesla on the back of innovation and premium status. Now, Tesla's identity as the leader in electric vehicles is being tested by companies that have decades of manufacturing experience and vast resources to scale quickly. So, what happens next? Tesla must adapt fast. If it doesn't, it risks being overwhelmed by the sheer scale of competitors like Toyota, BYD, and Volkswagen, each with their own unique advantages. Whether Tesla decides to pivot and offer a more affordable model, retool its factories, or double down on its premium status, it faces a future where its dominance is no longer guaranteed. The EV market is no longer a simple game of innovation. It's a battle of pricing power, flexibility, and scale. And at the moment, Toyota is winning that battle. The EV race has officially been thrown into chaos. Toyota has delivered a crushing blow to Tesla's pricing power, and now the entire industry must grapple with a new reality. Will Tesla be able to adapt to the changing tides, or is this the beginning of the end for its premium brand? The next few months will determine who leads the future of electric vehicles and who gets left in the dust. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What will Elon Musk do next? And how will the rest of the automotive world react? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more on this explosive showdown.